Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope you're doing really, really well. And I know it's the holiday season over in the US, so I hope you're having a wonderful time too. Catching up with family and friends and just getting clearer about what it is that you want to manifest. The first step in manifesting. What do you want? So today we are talking all things law of assumption and manifesting. And we're really going to focus on the importance of the 4D and then what the 3D does as a result. Because I'm seeing, a lot of comments and even in sessions with clients, just too much sort of looking out there at the 3D and relying on our five senses to tell us where we're at in life. And as we know, with the law of assumption, we don't rely on our five senses. We are simply going within to our beautiful 4D, and this is the space that we create from. So, if anyone has any questions throughout, feel free to leave a question and I will answer them. I'm going to be on here for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So the view is Melbourne CBD. I'm in a beautiful high-rise hotel. I'm on the 18th floor. So as you can see, some of these other buildings have like 50 stories or more. It's a little bit too high for me. I do like to be on the ground, but it is a beautiful view, and you can see another sort of storm rolling in. We're having a lot of interesting spring weather, although today's the first day of summer, 1st of December here, beautiful Monday from the future. So what we're talking about today is really settling into our 4D imagination, really settling into this beautiful, mystical, magical, I love that song, place where we're creating from, where we're thinking, where we're imagining, where we're just really allowing ourselves to feel, be, and have anything in our 4D. And this is where we create from. I mean, creation is already finished, it's already done, but what we're choosing is the reality that we want to be experiencing. And then we simply go to the end. How does it feel now that you're in a loving, committed relationship? How does it feel now that you have all the money? How does it feel that you're really successful, that you travel a lot, that you have a degree, that you have a beautiful education? How do you feel now that you can speak lots of different languages? Like whatever it is for you, it's the 4D that we really want to tap into. The 3D is just going to be the reflection of what's going on in your 4D. That's it. The 3D isn't doing anything extra out there. It's not even, I mean, we use this term feedback, but it's not even really feedback. It's just a reflection. That's all that's going on. It's like a mirror. You're holding a mirror up to yourself and you're seeing a reflection. So if you don't like the mirror, simply change the reflection. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm talking all things manifesting, 4D and 3D today. Hi, Sam. This is Melbourne CBD. I'm up on the 18th floor in a really nice hotel. It's the top floor here, but as you can see, there are some incredible apartment buildings around me that have like 50, 60 floors. A little bit too high for me. But yeah, looks like a little bit of a storm coming into. It's the first day of summer here. But yeah, this is a view of CBD Melbourne. We have massive high-rise buildings here. It's a very, very modern city, and a lot of people call it a European city because there's a huge Italian and Greek influence here. Amazing food. Also a huge Asian influence here. Lots of amazing Asian food. I mean, number one, that I love that about Melbourne. But lots of different cultures going on here. It's a beautiful city. So I actually leave today. I head back to the countryside. I'm really excited to be in nature, but I just wanted to come on here and answer any of your manifesting questions. And if you're in the United States, I hope you're having a good holiday season. And today is the first day of summer here, first day of December. Woohoo! And it's only 15 degrees. So usually we get up to 45, 46 degrees Celsius in summertime, which is super hot, but we're very used to it. And yeah, it's really, it's beautiful. Hello, Paz. I am in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Welcome. If anyone has any manifesting questions, feel free to post. Today we're talking about the 4D and the 3D. So the 4D is really the story that we want to be really marinating in. Our 4D is where we are choosing the version of ourselves that we want to be experiencing and that we want everybody else to be experiencing too. So in our 4D, we want to be really limitless. We want to be like, I'm chosen, I'm worthy, I'm always prioritized above everyone else. Everyone adores me, everyone loves me, everyone respects me. My specific person, if we're talking about a romantic relationship, my specific person is deeply committed to me. They're all in, they only want to be with me. These are some of the affirmations that we want to start using daily. Because remember, a belief is simply thoughts that we have had on repeat until it feels true for us. So if we think that everything is possible and we've thought this for a long time, it's going to become a belief. So this is the power of affirmations, essentially. It's also the power of scripting, overnight subliminals, and just stepping into your I am. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am chosen. I am deserving. I am the operant power of my reality. This is what we want to step into. Hi, Paz. Yes, Melbourne. So the capital of Australia is actually Canberra. But no one ever really goes there unless you're a politician. So everybody thinks that Sydney is the capital. So Sydney is probably the biggest city in Australia, and then Melbourne is second. So Sydney is very, very Australian. We have the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, huge wide streets. It's a very water life sort of place. Lots of ferries, boats. We all learn how to swim very early in life. Melbourne also has the water life, but not as much. We have trams here, like in San Francisco, and I think the trams are some of the best in the world. There's so many of them, and they take you all over the city. It's a Monday morning here, so it looks a little bit empty here at the moment. It's still a bit early, so people are sort of just heading off to work, and it was crazy here over the weekend though. Hi Charlie, how are you? Thank you for joining. If anyone has any questions, feel free to post, but we are diving into the importance of the 4D today and how the 3D then just simply reflects that. Good, I'm so glad you're well. Where are you coming from, Charlie? I'd love to know. I think you've told me. I have the memory of a fish sometimes. Forgive me. But yeah, we really want to be marinating in the best story in our 4D. Bloomington. Is that in, oh, Indiana. Wow, love that. Are you celebrating Thanksgiving? I know some people do, some people don't. I would love to do a huge trip around the US in the future at some point. I have so many friends over there. Yay! And is it going well? Did you do the whole turkey thing and the family dinner? And we don't have that here, but a lot of my American friends love celebrating it. And yeah, oh, I hope it's been a really good weekend. Nice. So yeah. Oh no, for the turkey. Oh no, we don't really do turkey here. I think it's more of a US thing. We do like Christmas Day. Well, we have a lot of barbecues here, so we do you know, a lot of seafood and that sort of stuff. But yeah, okay. Well, I really intend things improve and you know the food gets better and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, you know, but yeah, I hope the rest of the weekend goes well for you. And if you have any manifesting questions, feel free to post. So 4D is essentially where we're creating from, where we're using our beautiful imagination. So with manifesting, the first step, we decide what we want. What do we want? The romance, the love, the money, the travel, the freedom. What is it that we want? And then what we do is we step into the end state of already having it. Okay, how do I feel now that I'm in a loving relationship? How do I feel now that I have all the money? How do I feel now that I travel the world and everything's easy for me and life is just beautiful? How do you feel? And then what we want to do is just marinate there. We just want to stay there. And your 3D is going to reflect that. That is manifesting in a nutshell. So the reason why things might not be turning up the way you want them to, or things are wavering, or it's only because we're wavering. If we have any doubts, fears, anxieties, if we're too into our five senses, if we're too into the 3D looking for evidence rather than just trusting that our 4D is the evidence and it's already done, and we just get into alignment with that, that's all we really need to do. So if you're getting a lot of hot and cold in the 3D, a lot of back and forth, a lot of up and down, a lot of uncertainty, it really is only because that's what is going on internally with you. And that's okay. It's so normal to just have those moments and those days, you know? So the key is to just keep returning to the end state as often as possible. So if you're having a wobbly day and you're like, oh, this is terrible. What am I doing with my life? Oh, this doesn't even work. Just have those moments. It's really important to let the emotions out. And then we want to return back to our true selves. I am the operant power of my reality. I am in charge. I am loving my life. I am always prioritized. I am always chosen. This is where we want to be landing dominantly throughout the day. So don't be afraid or worried if you have those wobbly days where you just really doubt everything. Like it really doesn't matter. It's what's dominantly going on with you. So if you're having a couple of days or even a couple of weeks where you're just like, this is terrible, this is rubbish, and it doesn't work, it's not really going to affect your manifestations very much. If you dominantly have this belief that everything works out for you no matter what and you can't mess it up, that's what's going to reflect back to you. So that's really all that's going on. And some really cool examples of the 4D creating first and then the 3D following. Looking at these buildings, for example, we didn't see them first and then we thought about them. People had to use their imagination to design them, to imagine how they're going to look. Imagine all the dimensions, imagine what the interiors look like. Like the imagination has created this entire city that you're looking at right now. And I mean, it's so much bigger than this, but you know what I mean? Like the imagination is what happens first, and then our 3D happens as a result. And taking empowered action towards that, as part of the imagination journey is really important too. But in terms of energetically, love, money, travel, we don't need to take any action. The action is returning to the I am self in our 4D world. That's the only action you need to take. You don't need to be out there trying to convince people to love you, trying to convince your specific person to be with you. You just have to step into the reality, the end state that you already have everything that you desire. And that's how we manifest. It is really simple. It is so simple, but I think we're so used to like sabotaging ourselves and getting in the way and coming up with excuses and reasons, and fears and doubts are probably the biggest ones. But what we want to do is just return to our 4D. Always return. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, I'll just be on for a couple more minutes. But I also wanted to say today, and I nearly forgot, but I am launching my massive promotion for December, the whole month of December, through till Christmas, through till New Year's. I'm doing a discounted coaching package, a 1-hour coaching session. Live with me is now $99 because I have a lot of clients in the US, so I sort of use the US currency even though I'm here in Australia, but I do travel around a lot, so it just makes sense. So yeah, for the whole month of December, if you want to work with me, I have discounted coaching for 1 hour. I'm going to look at the half-hour coaching package as well, but I just wanted everyone to know that it's there for the whole hour, and sometimes an hour is better than half an hour because we have a little bit more time to dive deeper and connect and really move through your blocks and come up with a beautiful plan for you. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with everyone. Feel free to reach out. I've just put the links everywhere. But if you have any other questions, just feel free to post here, or feel free to post on any of the videos or previous posts. I see everything. I love engaging with everyone. So that's beautiful. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. So the summary: 4D is where we want to be. 4D is where it's at. 4D is where it's done. This is where we're using our beautiful imagination to create from. And then we simply step into the I am, it is done, I already have it. That's what we want to do. And that's it. And that's how we manifest. And then the 3D just simply reflects the dominant story that's going on within you. So we want your dominant story to just be really strong. We want it to be really, really positive in terms of you stepping into everything that you desire and everything that you have. So I am wealthy, I am married, I am loved unconditionally, I'm worthy, I'm prioritized, I'm chosen, I'm everyone's first choice. I am the universe. I am exceptional. I am special. I am incredible. There's no one else like me. I am one of a kind. No one ever takes me for granted. Everyone just puts me on a pedestal. We want to be in this land of self-love. When we're in the land of self-love in our internal 4D story, this has to reflect back to us. So that's all 3D is doing. And to finish up, I just want you to know that your 3D is not your enemy. It's just the mirror reflecting. So if there's something that you don't like, you change yourself. You don't try and change the mirror. So as an example, love a bit of lipstick. If I'm looking in the mirror and I've got my lipstick on, but I don't like the color, what do I change? Do I try and change the mirror, or do I try and just change the color of my lipstick? And which one's easier? We want to lean into easy and relaxed and peaceful and love and joyful here. So I'm going to change the color of my lipstick. I'm not going to go and try and reinvent a new mirror to show back a different reflection of me. So it's really simple. It's really simple. Change yourself. You're the only person to change here. And when I say change, I mean you're the only person who can decide which kind of reality you want to step into. Because even with science and quantum physics, no one is having the same experience. No one is perceiving the world in the exact same way. We may agree on lots of different things and have some of the same beliefs and ideas, but no two people are perceiving the world in exactly the same way. And this is really interesting because I'm a twin, and there's a lot of studies on twins and how we, behave and observe and perceive. And my twin sister and I couldn't be more opposite. And we're also born on different days too. I was just born right before midnight, and she was born just after. So even as twins and twin studies, it's so interesting the way that people just assume that you're exactly the same. And no two people are. So that is really interesting. So everything is about your perception. So I want you to start really perceiving that everything is working out for you, that you're in the most beautiful reality of your life now. Everyone is so kind and generous and loving towards you. Peaceful. There's a lot of peace. There's a lot of trust and relaxation, and a lot of just faith in the unseen too. Sometimes there can be little time delays in manifestations turning up and seeing them, and experiencing them with your 5 senses in the 3D. And this will all come down to the amount of resistance that you have going on. So we want to drop the resistance. We want to recenter, come back to our 4D, trust, relax, allow, and just get on with the dance, just get on with the dance. Go and enjoy your life. Go and enjoy your daily activities, your daily routines, whatever makes you feel good. Because we're meant to feel good. We're meant to be here for a good time. We're not here to struggle all the time and put a lot of effort in and sacrifice and compromise. Like this is really heavy language. Like we can be all things without those, perceptions or behaviors or activities. Simply decide what you want and then step into the reality of already having it. And this is how we manifest. I really intend that was helpful. If anyone has any final questions, feel free to post. But if you want to work with me, I have massively discounted coaching for the month of December because I just want everyone to be able to just access it and, move through their blocks and really step into their true selves. And so here in Australia, I'm a qualified counsellor, but I also coach with the law of assumption and manifesting because I love quantum physics. I love it. I'm also very spiritual, but I love that there's evidence of this too, that it does work and it's amazing. So that is there. And I also have 3 different types of 7-day challenges which deep dive into love with your specific person, self-concept, and healing childhood trauma. And then I have a 21-day journaling challenge, which is all about receiving consistent communication from your specific person. So there's lots going on, but I love coming on here every day live. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a fantastic weekend. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.